On my way back from Houston, I was just thinking about that moon, the space travel and the moon situation and all that. And when you really just sit back and think about that shit, there's no way that we landed on the moon, bro. We never landed on the moon. I don't know what was the hoax about, the big hoax, or the big fucking April Fool's trick or whatever. But we never landed on the moon. We never did. I don't even think I honestly don't even think that we even flew up by the moon or nothing. Until I believe this last trip, the trip that they said they just went around the moon. I think they did do that. I think 100% they did that. What made me think that they did that for real is when they were interviewing the astronauts, doing like a debriefing interview, right? And the black guy, the black guy, he says, I haven't even, and you can just tell he was he was sincere about what he was saying. He said, I haven't even taken in the fact of what we just did. And he paused for a second. It's like he was in deep thought when he said it. And I could just see it. I was like, damn, he's sincere about what he's saying right now. And it was kind of like I don't know, you could tell when somebody's talking about something that they actually did. It's a twinkle in their eye. It's the energy that they got when they talking about it. So when dude was talking about the situation, that's what made me think, okay, yeah, they really did that shit. You see what I'm saying? So I believe that they did the trip that they just saying they was doing just now, flying around the moon and all that. I think they did that. Now, as far as landing on the moon, um, back in 1969, I don't see how. I don't even see how they would have done it. Like, think about okay, the planes and all the stuff that we have now, the technology we have now, it all functions by GPS, by satellite positioning, by like damn near everything functions by satellite positioning. And you know, so how in 1969 we didn't even have cell phones, we didn't have no GPS satellite, uh, positioning systems, none of this stuff. Um, okay, when they go to the moon, it's not just a direct flight. They're not just going from NASA to the moon. That ain't how it works. They have to fly at an angle in order to for the so that the rocket has enough thrust to even get up into orbit. Then they gotta orbit the Earth a couple times just to pick up enough speed. Meanwhile, they have to calculate the systems that they're using, the computers or whatever that they're using to drive this spacecraft. Have to calculate the different speeds of the moon, the rotation of the moon and the Earth. So all this stuff is rotating at the same. Why they flying in this ship going 25,000 miles an hour? All of these the moon is rotating, the Earth is rotating. So this is a mega calculation. This equation has to be crazy. The equation that they had to make to figure out exactly what speed they need to be going, um, to land to be where the moon is gonna be at. at a certain time when they get there. That's a you know the calculate. If any of that is off by any little, you know, if they fuck that equation up by any little mark, it's gonna fuck around and throw the astronauts off into deep space somewhere. They gonna fuck around if they get them calculations wrong. That's them astronauts' ass. They ain't never did this. Well, they claim they did, but I don't think they never did it. I think that was a first. So they doing this for the first time. All these calculations got to be perfect. The speed, the thrust, the rockets have to be firing at 100%. Nothing can fail. Everything has to go exactly as planned for those people to survive. They didn't do that in 1969, bro. They ain't do that in 1969, bro. They didn't have fucking GPS. They didn't have 6,000 plus satellites flying around the earth. They didn't have none of this shit. So how did they make those calculations? You see what I'm saying? How? How did they even know what was the distance to the moon and all this type of stuff? They didn't have no satellites taking pictures and calculating the speed of the rotation and all this different shit. How did they? No, I don't believe that happened. The first moon rumor is a lie. Here's another reason why I know it's a lie. Okay, y'all landed on, y'all went to the moon and all that. 1969, right? Y'all landed on the moon. Why y'all didn't land on the moon now? Yeah. Why y'all didn't land on the moon now? If y'all went to the moon then in 1969, it's 2026. This is fucking uh almost 50 years later, bro. We got all kind of technology and shit. We can do half the shit that the space program in 1969, the majority of the shit that technology was doing, we can do that shit on our phone now. All of the shit that they had at NASA in 1969, I got all that shit on my iPhone 13. You see what I'm saying? What? Come on, bro. They didn't fucking go to the moon before they lied about that. That's what we need to figure out is why did they lie about that? What was the point of that? What was the intention about lying about that space launch and all that space travel and all that? Was it just to say that we beat the Russians there? Or was it just all about that? Because that sounds stupid to me too, though. If we're gonna lie about some shit, I don't know. I want to investigate that. I want to get to the bottom of that. Cause then somebody got some explaining to do. How the fuck did they make those calculations? They didn't have any. How? How did you make the calculations on how to have the correct speeds, where where the aircraft needed to be at set time in order to propel it to this set speed? What time did we need to lift off from Earth in order to have the right to be in the right spot? You know, I just don't feel like we had that type of technology in 1969. The fucking TV, we used to have to. Well, I wasn't around in 1969, but I'm saying the first TV I seen when I was a kid, it had a fucking knob, it had two knobs and shit that you turn. Click, 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 the knob would click. Click, 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 click. It was like that. It wasn't no shit like we got now. No, we didn't have none of this shit. We didn't have. We had fucking when we listened to music, we had tapes. Y'all probably don't even know what it is. We had tapes. The tape would fuck up. You would come off of the thing sometime. You'd have to fix the tape and roll it back in the thing and all that. I remember when CDs came out, I was like, what the fuck is this shit? I was just so mesmerized by a CD. When a CD first came out, I was like, "What is this? What the fuck is this?" It has a what do you? I was like, a CD. I didn't know what at first. Because I heard about it before I actually seen one, and I was like, "What are they talking about? A disc?" I'm trying to picture this uh disc with I don't know. I didn't know what the fuck. But when I first seen a CD, I was mesmerized by that shit. I was like, so what do you do with this? You know what I'm saying? You put it in, and then now CDs, now in 2026, CDs are obsolete. This was something I was like just mesmerized by, so it blew my mind, a CD. I was like, what do you mean you can just push the forward thing and go to the next song? What do you mean by that? Because we used to have to push fast forward and if we wanted to go to the next song. It'll go, you can push fast forward and move the tape real fast and just get to where you wanted to go or whatever. And then we had to get it in the right spot. You had to push rewind. You done went past the start of the song. You got to rewind it some more. Let me see at the beginning of the song, y'all. That's how it was. We couldn't just hit one button and it go to the back to the song. It wasn't like that. So when CDs came out and you can just hit the button and go to whatever song you wanted to go to, I was like, wow, this shit is space age. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was like, damn, this fucking CD shit is crazy. So I'm just saying, I'm just speaking on the different ages of technology and how back 69, this is before I was even born. You know what I'm saying? 69 before I'm even born. Before I'm even born, I don't even think we had color TV yet. I think TV was still black and white in '69. So we don't even have color TV. We can't even get to the level of broadcasting things in color yet. We can't even do that. But you know what we can do? Land on the moon. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. The astronauts call the president on his house phone. They called the president on the house phone. How in the fuck did that happen? I don't know, man. It's just so many questions about all that stuff. I don't believe it happened. I just don't believe it. I don't believe we had the technology. I don't believe we did that. What I want to get to the bottom of is why did we lie about it though? What was the whole point of that? And why was it such a uh widespread, such a big lie? Like why is this? I don't know. It seemed weird. I've always wondered about that. And I never really believed it. I never really believed that we ever went to the moon. Everybody's still talking about the shiesty stuff. That you can't really talk about nothing else but that for the most part. Shit, that shit done went off the just went hit left, right, uppercut. This nigga done made a couple different songs, I think. Uh, that's wild though. And you know what's really wild about the whole shiesty Gucci thing is the divide in the community about the divide in the community between who it's like everybody taking a side and shit. They don't even know these people don't even know these people. But they choosing a side. I'm on this side of the fence. It's a weird divide in the community between the people who believe that Gucci is a rat and the people that don't. And it's reputable people on both sides of the argument. That's what makes it so. That's what makes it such a that's what makes it so what's the word I'm looking for? The strength of the opposing views on both sides, like strong on both sides. So that's what makes the arguments. That's what makes it such a big argument right now, because it ain't like one side is full of shit and one other. It's like both sides have valid points. Hey, what's happening? Hold up. Is it Olivia? I say that right? Olivia. Shout out Olivia. I'm on my way back from Houston. I'm back in Dallas now. Back in Dallas. I forgot what I was talking about. I was talking about Shiesty and them. Oh yeah. I was talking about the divide in the community about this whole Shiesty Gucci thing. On one side, you got, and like I was saying, it's reputable people on both sides. It's a lot of goofies talking about it too, but of course. But what I'm saying, it's reputable people on both sides of those opinions. So it's not like it's non-street cats saying that Shiesty and them is wrong, and it ain't like it ain't non. It's still street cats on both sides of the coin. Is what I'm saying. You know, and me, I'm on the side of no. I'm not on no person's side. I'm on the side of what's right, and what was right was you don't bite the hand that feeds you. First of all, so that's where I'm at with it. He bit the hand that fed him. So to me, that I don't go by the laws of the world. I go by my own law. My law says don't bite the hand that feeds you. So so just as a person, I feel like he out of there. Now, Gucci, he not necessarily wrong for for what he doing. You know what I'm saying? This nigga done came and done put a gun on you and all that. I mean allegedly. And put a gun on you and all this stuff, did all this stuff, right? And what do he expect? What does he expect me to do? So does he want me to kill him? You know what I'm saying? Because I can really make that happen. I'm Gucci. I got fucking goons all over Atlanta, everywhere. All the jail. You know how much money I done put on these nigga books over the years? Do you really? Is that what? That's dumb. It's like he want Gucci to crash out with him. He's like, I crashed out. You need to crash out too. I said, no, bro. You the crash out. I'm not. That's how Gucci looking at it. No, you the crash out. I'm not the crash out, bro. So no, it's like I don't see what they expect. What they do? Expect him to ride on? It's fake. Y'all living in like a fake movie world or something. Some bullshit ass movie. Y'all got some bullshit. It makes sense on why so many people do stupid shit all the time. So I'm seeing how y'all think, how y'all look at life. Like it's some type of movie or something. It ain't no movie. Your bitch ass going to jail. You do any type of dumb shit like that, 9 times out of 10 you going to jail. If you do anything on that level of stupidity, on that level of stupidity, where you got this many witnesses, you got camera. I mean, well, I guess they ain't say they ain't got no camera shit, but you got this many witnesses. You got all this shit going on, you know. And nah, I don't know. I think I don't know what's wrong with them. Like as a family, are they just all just dumb, like just dumb as hell? I feel like the whole family dumb as hell. I feel like they just like, come on, bro. So I'm on that side of y'all just been doing stupid shit, you know. I'm not necessarily on Gucci side. I don't even fuck with Gucci like that. I never been no Gucci. I don't listen to Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Like I respect Gucci as a man because I seen his journey in life, where he was in the streets, he's in the third, he went to jail, got out of jail, his girl, got, made them somewhat successful while he was in jail, you know what I'm saying? Got out of jail, built his empire. I seen his, growth of his, from what they were showing us, I seen that. But other than anything outside of that, I don't know nothing about dude. I don't listen to his music or nothing, so I'm not choosing his side. I don't give a fuck about his side. I'm saying what I see. And I see a young man that did some extremely stupid shit out of impulse. Like an impulse buy. That was like when you buy the little bullshit at the register. You at the register and shit, you trying to pay for your shit, and you see some little shit they got on the thing right there, let me get one of those. You ain't even want that shit half-ass. You ain't even really want the shit. You know what I'm saying? You bought that. He did an impulse buy. He said, let me get that. He said he did an impulse buy. He in there supposed to be extorting the nigga and shit. He done goddamn me seen the ring shine and shit. He done seen the nigga ring. The nigga ring like $50,000, $60,000. He see the bling, bling. Hey, let me get that. He did an impulse buy. That's where he fucked up at. Just doing too much, bro. This ain't no movie, nigga. This is not a movie. This is actual life. In a movie, it's a script. They saying cut, action, and all this type of shit. So you're not gonna die for real. You acting like you're gonna die. It's not really. You're not gonna die. This is real life. You do some shit like that, you're gonna die or go to jail. It's not gonna be cut. Cut. All right, let's shoot that again. No, we're not shooting it again. It's a one-time shot. If your motherfucking ass fuck up the shot, it's over. That's what happened. Shiesty thinking he living in a movie or something. He getting all that money and all that. It probably feel like a movie. When you get money, especially when you in the streets, you getting money, it do have ass feel like a movie or something though. That's real shit. You feel like you have ass in the movies. Like this shit is a fucking movie. But it's not in real life. Because you can't say cut and then die and then come back and shoot it again. That ain't how it work, bro. So now I think I'm just standing on the side of don't do no extra stupid ass shit. Especially if you're a millionaire and you got the potential, and quit pocket watching niggas. That's y'all problem too. Y'all always pocket watching niggas and want to know what another nigga made off of this. Oh, you made this much off of me. And bitch ass nigga, you what? That's what you supposed to do in business. Fuck is y'all talking? Of course I made money off of you. That was the reason why I signed you. That was the point. Was for me to make money off of you. Why do you think I was signing you for? To not make money off of you? That don't make no sense. Why would I sign somebody to not make money off of them? That don't make no sense, bro. Y'all don't even be thinking. The shit y'all be saying, y'all don't even take this a few seconds. Y'all just took a few more seconds to think about it before you spit it out. Just take a few, not even long, just a few more couple of seconds to just think about it. Why would I let you out your contract? Okay, so think about what y'all saying, bro. Okay, so I signed you, right? You ain't had shit. You was out here robbing motherfucking subway stores and shit. You didn't have shit. You was a peon goofy. I came, met you, seen something in you, seen your talent. I put 100 grand in your pocket. Boom, here go 100 grand, nigga. Get your shit together. I done took you from the mud. Now you got your little spot, got your car. You on the way up. Some people respecting your music, they liking your music, this and the third. You're on your way up. I did that. I put you in that position. You signed the contract. Okay, the contract said, "Ooh, you pretty much gonna get all the money for whatever the contract says." And it might have been a little fun. Maybe it wasn't a equal contract like that. It's just like these payday loan companies or whatever, or these little little quick bank loan companies and all that. You get that motherfucking loan, nigga. The interest like goddamn me 200% and shit. Like you get it. I remember this one loan company. They told me if they gave me, I think it was $1,300 or something. They was like, if I give you this $1,300, you're gonna owe back like 3,300. I was like, what? That's like a 300% interest on that motherfucker. Is that even legal? Like, can y'all even do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's the same way with the record industry. So when you sign that motherfucking deal and this nigga give you 100 grand or whatever, nigga, that 100 grand, nigga, you done signed away a goddamn me 100 mil for that 100 grand. You thinking you done just signed away 100 grand? You just owe him 100 grand. I just owe him 100 grand back. He gave me 100 grand. I just owe him 100 grand back. Nah, that's not how business works, bro. Business don't ever work like that. Don't ever think a business is gonna work like that. No business. I don't care what you selling. Wrap, pancakes, 4x4 trucks, McDonald's, arch. You make arches for the McDonald's. Whatever you selling, if you go in on the front end broke, you gonna get taxed on the back end. That's how it works. That's how business works. So you sign the deal, I give you 100 grand, and now you rapping, you rapping, you rapping. One of your songs hit, boom, go viral. Super big song, #1 song on the charts. We making all kind of crazy loot now. The loot is coming in all kind of ways. We getting all kind of deals from different companies and all this stuff where they want us to market their products, all this different stuff like that. Money, the streaming money coming in. We get shows set up. The show price don't went up substantially. We had 100K a show. This, that, and the third. Where we getting it in? Why would I let you out of your contract when now I'm reaping the benefits of my investment? My investment was the reason why I made the investment was so that I can profit. That's the point of any investment. You want to maximize the profit. That's the point of any. That's the end game of any investment for the most part. It's to maximize any potential profit, right? So if I've invested 100 grand in you, now your shit done hit. We making millions upon millions upon millions of dollars together now. Why would I let you out of the contract when that was the whole reason why I invested in the first place? This wasn't no street shit. I wasn't blessing you with no money to go buy some bricks. You probably went and bought a couple to flip the money. And I'm not mad at you. But that ain't why I gave you the money. I gave you the money as payment, upfront payment for all this goddamn money you finna make me. This is an upfront money to hold you down until all this other money start coming in. And when this other money start coming in, I need this back. You got to pay me this back. Plus, I want something on top of it. And you don't get to tell me when we stop. The contract gonna say when we stop because it's gonna say 2-3 album deal, 10 album deal, 2-year deal, 3-year deal, whatever your contract say. Read the goddamn contract. Quit being stupid. Y'all need to quit investing so much goddamn time and effort in being stupid. And fucking start reading the goddamn contract. Get you a lawyer. Why would I sign some shit? I'm not signing nothing unless I read. I need to see know what the fuck I'm signing. What if the contract say? You gotta let me teabag you every. what if the contract got a teabag clause? You done signed the shit. You ain't even read the motherfucker. You ain't even read the goddamn contract, bro. That motherfucker could have said any goddamn thing. So you basically just handing your money over to a motherfucker. You know, that's what y'all doing. So now y'all gotta read these contracts. Y'all have to stop investing so much time and effort in being stupid as fuck. Stupid ain't gonna get stupid. What they say stupid is and stupid does? That's stupid. Gucci, they mad at Gucci because they saying he a rat. He was in the streets this whole time. And he shouldn't be a rat. He did that and the third. Listen, are y'all listening to what you saying, bro? So what are you pushing? Because from my understanding, the crime, most of the crime is black people doing crime to other black people. So basically what we saying is let's protect and okay, just take the street element out of it, take all the bullshit y'all talking about out of it. Cause let's take all that out of it, just look at it as people. If we just looking at it as people, basically what y'all saying is let's protect all the foolishness. Let's protect all the, you know, if somebody breaks this code of us protecting all the bullshit, we got to get on their ass immediately. Let's protect all the foolishness. That's what you're saying, and that's basically what you're saying when you're saying what you're saying. You're saying let's protect all this bullshit. I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think we should be trying to protect all the bullshit like that. As far as snitching is concerned, snitching is people doing a crime together and then somebody trying to tell to get out of it. That's snitching. What Gucci did was for insurance purposes and shit, and to get his money back and make to make sure that the contract is not valid. This and the third. That was a business move. That ain't had nothing to do with no street shit. And all you niggas that act super duper street and all that, oh, these niggas shouldn't have did that, this and the third, we was this and the third. Nigga, you fake. Because your goofy ass ain't in the streets. So why you ain't, okay, if the streets mean so much to you, and you just so, you know, so in tail with the streets where you will never snitch for life, all this type of shit. Why you not still in the streets, bro? Why you live in the fucking white neighborhood now? Why you fucking, why you ain't still on the block in the streets and all that? Why you don't be on the block like that? Why you ain't encouraging your kids to hit the block and be on the, what's the deal with all this encouraging the foolishness? That's what I'm saying. Like, why are we, okay, so snitching is being disloyal. I think that's what most people are really against. It's just the whole you a disloyal motherfucker. That's just a way to point out that you a disloyal motherfucker. And that's a good way to point that out too. But why is that so like such a big thing like that? You see what I'm saying? Like you got all this other shit happening in the world, you know, but we be worried about who snitching and who not. I don't know. I just feel like that's so like basic. Like who give a fuck? Fuck them. Fuck it. You know. Yo bad. You shouldn't have been hanging around no bitch ass snitch. if you get snitched on, yo bad. You shouldn't have been doing crime. Yo bad. You shouldn't have been. You know that's pretty much your fault still. Cause if you get snitched on, that means you was doing a crime. You know what I'm saying? Y'all leaving that part out though. It's like okay, yeah, this dude snitched on him, but let's take it to the source. Where did the bullshit start? Did the bullshit start with the dude snitching? Or did the bullshit start with you doing the crime to even be snitched on? You were doing something to get snitched on. So you gotta be accountable. You're not being accountable. You ain't got that much accountability. You got a problem with accountability. If you on this super don't be snitching shit. Because you basically saying you should be able to do whatever the fuck you want to do, and there should be no consequences or nothing. Nah, bro. And that's what y'all hang y'all hat on. That's the hill y'all really willing to die on. The I'm not gonna snitch hill. What? And I'm not even saying you should snitch. I'm just saying that just seems so petty, so such a small thing in the grand scheme of things. To down that hill, I feel like that just I don't know. I just feel like that's a goofy thing to stand on. The fact that I'm not gonna talk to the police if I do a crime, or if somebody else do a crime, I'm not gonna talk to the police about them or whatever. And that's the hill we died on. So we standing on that. You got a baby got shot in the head the other day. It's and we concerned about shit like that. And people is passionate. These people arguing about that shit is really passionate about a motherfucker not telling the laws and shit about some crime that they did. Bitch ass nigga don't do no crime, then sick at dick in the booty ass punk. If you don't want to be considered, if you don't want to have a motherfucker snitch on, you know the best way to not get snitched on? I'm finna tell you the best foolproof method. I'm finna tell y'all the best foolproof method of how to not get snitched on. Don't do any crime, you fucking idiot. That's how you do that. Simple. It ain't really just fucking calculus or nothing. Don't do a fucking crime, and you won't have to worry about nobody snitching on you. See how that works? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So y'all be worried about the wrong shit. Y'all worried about who snitching when you could just be worried about if you doing a crime or not. And then if you land that plane right, you don't have to be worried about who snitching. So now y'all just be worried about the wrong shit. I don't give a fuck. That's why I don't even hang around niggas. Cause I don't hang around folks because I don't want no folks to snitch on me. I don't do no crimes with nobody. I don't do crime anyway, but I'm saying if I did, I wouldn't have nobody with me because that's just somebody that could snitch. That's how I looked at it when I was in the streets. I always looked at it like that. I'm not gonna go do no felony shit. I'm not finna go do no felony shit with nobody. If I do some felony shit, it's gonna be just me. Cause I'm not gonna tell on myself. You see what I'm saying? But now, these niggas love telling on themselves. Say they want everybody to know they did the crime. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They tell everybody about their bodies, tell everybody about everything. Every little crime they do, they gotta tell the internet about it. You know what I'm saying? That shit wild to me. Like, why are you telling everybody about your crimes, bro? That's how they do though. It's weird. We living in like a fucking major, like a what's that backwards ass Superman? We living in that type of world, a backwards ass world. But yeah, I'm finna get up off this hoe though. I gotta handle some business. It's Somebody Media. I'm out.